Hi everyone, it's Nicole here from Baby2Sleep, and today I'm joined by Rhian from Bibevie. She's going to tell you about her amazing bibs outfit like combo, right? So, if anything, if you're like me, you basically have a baby and you have a million different bibs lying around the house, and none of them match anything. So they're just basically a load of different bibs. Nothing actually fits. They might be Velcro. They tie around the neck and then they fall off. And the next thing you know, you've got a cape round the back, and the bib's not actually really doing anything whatsoever. It doesn't match anything. Everything looks a mess. And yeah, that's just my life, really, to be fair. Mismatched disorganization. But Rhian has got an absolutely fantastic product that is pretty and coordinated, useful, and that stops so many of these other issues. It's sustainable, and she's got an amazing way that actually she gives back to the community and yourself through her products. So I'm going to pass you over to Rhian, and I'm going to let her tell you a little bit about her story, what it is that she does, and how she can obviously give you a really great gift idea for somebody who's having a baby, or if you've got a baby yourself and you're finding yourself in that situation where you're going, nothing's matching, or the bibs around the back and you're looking for that something, she's got it for you here. So I'm just going to pass you to Rhian. Hi, Rhian.
Hi Nicole. Hi everybody. Thanks so much. You just outlined the problem exactly. And that's where I found myself, about 4 years ago now, when my daughter was born. She was born with a tongue tie, and it seems to be so common now, doesn't it? A lot of babies seem to be born with a tongue tie. And what it meant for
They don't cut it at the beginning. That's the problem. Then you end up with a load of problems and stuff like that.
exactly. And it took us a while to figure it out and to realize that we needed to do something about it. And in the meantime, I was just having these horrifically sore feeds. I'm sure that's common to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Um, but anyway, she was also constantly dribbling. Um, and so every single day she was in these kind of dribble bibs. And when you're pregnant and you've got this baby coming, you start kind of looking at all the clothes in the shops and you get so excited about these cute little outfits that you can put on them. And then every morning I'd pick out this outfit and be like, right, today she's going to wear this. And then I just go, oh, she needs a bib over the top, and kind of look at this selection of bibs and try and figure out, oh, that one, which one complements this outfit the best, or like, at least doesn't completely ruin it. And even when you do that and you you put a bib on, 10 minutes later the thing's soaked through anyway, right? And you've got to pick a different one. And then to add insult to injury, the bib's around the back anyway. So
Yeah.
she's kind of dribbling down the front. This cute little outfit is soaking wet, and the bib is useless hanging around the back. So the whole thing just really irritated me, and I just thought, so many babies wear bibs, right? They all wear bibs at some point. Even the ones that don't have a tongue tie, the teething ones or the milk sicks, those kind of things, all babies wear bibs at some point. There has got to be a better way where they don't hang around the back and they look a bit ugly, and just
You
the
don't
whole
feel
thing.
like you're strangling them.
Exactly. So after doing quite a bit of hunting, I couldn't find anything, and so I designed something. So basically, the outfits that I've designed, we've got our first range out at the moment, and the bibs clip into the outfit, so they stay in the right place. They don't spin around, and they've got a little clipping mechanism inside, and they also kind of complement the outfit too. So you can kind of mix and match. You make it your own. Let me show you an example. Here's one I made earlier. This is our zebra. And as you can see, we've got the bib here that kind of sits.
So cool. It's like a hat.
Yeah, exactly. So we've got a bunch of different animals. We've got an elephant, a zebra. These are our two most popular, the two favourite. I actually really love our tiger because I think he's so bright, and I love the colours. And then we've got five different animals you can choose from, and then five different hat designs. And
Oh.
this bit here is the bit that kind of clips inside. It sort of goes down like that. I mean, if I was a bit more slick, I would show you on the outfit, but it sits like that. So you can't see this bit, but that's what holds it in place. So then it's not spinning around. And I've been lucky enough, I've had a second child since designing these, and he's basically just been my model for the last year. So I can confirm they do actually work as well.
Personal experience. Always good.
Exactly. And thank goodness, because I mean, imagine if they didn't.
You've been mortified.
I know, I know, after trying it myself. Thankfully, we did a lot of product testing. It took a long time. I set up the business in February 2020. Not sure if you remember much about that time, but
I was just about to have my second baby.
exactly. The world changed quite quickly, didn't it? So we started designing the products then, and kind of going through all the manufacturing, all the sampling, and took a long time to find the materials that we wanted, because there's a lot of thought that's gone into everything that we've chosen. And yeah, we launched about just over a year ago now. So It's we've got a few more ranges on the go, but at the minute this is our first one.
That's amazing. So, right. So they all come in. Have you got different colours as well, or is it the same colours?
At the minute, it's all this colour, so we've got them all in grey, and then you can mix and match. We've got 5 different animals, 5 different bibs, and you can kind of mix and match across the range and make the look that you prefer.
So I've got a question for you.
Mm.
So can the bibs go on any outfit?
Well, they could if you wanted to, but I suppose because we've got this kind of clip popper at the bottom and
Ah,
it pops
so
onto the inside of the outfit. So,
right.
I mean, technically, yes, if you particularly like the design, you could just kind of stick it down the inside, and I think it would probably stay okay. But it is designed to be used with our, yeah, so I guess you could kind of do that, couldn't you? Does it look good?
That's very beautiful.
I mean, maybe I should just adopt this as a save me getting my clothes dirty when I'm eating. Yeah, so you could do this if you wanted to, and it doesn't have to clip onto anything, but I think, you know, it might pop out. I can't guarantee it wouldn't, would stay in place. So better to use it with the dungarees and clip it all together.
That's so cute as well.
Oh, thank you. I have to say, I had a lot of fun designing them. We went through a few iterations, and I remember at one point I messaged my designer going, "The zebra looks a bit sinister. What do you think?" And it's just words I never thought I'd, ever write in an
Sinister zebra.
sinister zebra. Yeah, but thankfully now we've got the designs all sorted. So it's a lot of fun to design.
That's brilliant. And they are little dungarees, so they can put little clothes underneath them, can't they, as well? So it keeps them nice and warm in winter.
Exactly. And what I've designed in quite a few sort of parent-friendly features. So, and especially because I now have the wriggliest baby known to man. So thank God that we do. So they both undo here. And they also undo here as well if you want them to. So just to get that little bit of extra wiggle room. We've got a contrast popper. Do you remember when you
Oh yeah.
you do the whole thing up and then you realise you've missed pop at the bottom and the baby is absolutely fed up of being lying on its back. So we've got that contrast popper, and we've also got, I'll show you now, these sort of turn-ups built into the legs. So if you've got a shorter baby, or you can buy a size up, and they kind of look quite cute to turn them up as well. So yeah, a few different
as well then, really, isn't it? Because at the end of it's cost saving as well then, isn't it? Because you're going to get longer life out of it. Buy a bigger.
Exactly. Yeah, because you can size them up and then just roll them up. They do last quite a long time, and they come quite a roomy size as well. I find I much prefer it when you buy clothes that have a bit more growing room into them. So it's the worst.
You wasted your money then, do you?
Exactly. When you buy something, you put it on, you're like, oh cool, well they've already outgrown that, brilliant. So I kind of sized up a tiny bit from standard sizing to make sure there's extra growth in there.
So what sizes do you do?
So we do from newborn through to 12 to 18 months, kind of every 3 months. So 0 to 3, 3 to 6, and then 12 to 18 is the last one.
Perfect. They are.
And then the bibs, sorry, are all one size. So you don't need to buy a new set of bibs every time you kind of grow out of a size.
That's really good, because honestly, who would have thought you actually could buy bibs in different sizes?
I know, I didn't realise, to be honest, but I've been amazed at with my son. I mean, he's been wearing these a lot, and they've been through the wash a lot, but they actually still, I mean, these aren't the ones that he used, but they've kept their design really well. They've not faded or anything through the wash, which, you're never quite sure, are you? But mine have been thoroughly tested, and so far so good.
You chuck them in the tumble dryer?
I don't tumble dry, but that's more of a kind of personal choice. I think you could on a kind of, I would only do it on a low
heat.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I suppose most baby things anyway, isn't it? It's low heat.
Exactly. And I suppose the risk is because we've got, this is embroidered, so this one lasts really well. And I guess what you don't want is the fabric to kind of warp around it if you wash it too hot. So I tend not to, but because the fabric is bamboo, it's a combination of bamboo and organic cotton, but it's quite absorbent and it dries really quickly. So actually it's not too much of a problem to hang up.
I love that you say it's organic and it's bamboo.
Oh, I love bamboo. It's just such a soft material. I mean, if you look on our website, we've got quite a lot of feedback from customers that have bought it, and they all say how incredibly soft the dungarees are. They're so lovely. And that was kind of why I chose bamboo. Well, for many reasons. The soft was a big factor, because you just want something that feels snuggly, don't you, and soft and gentle on your baby's skin. But also it's really great for the environment in that bamboo grows so quickly. It gets chopped down from the root up, so it doesn't get pulled out the ground. So that kind of whole ecosystem of insects and all the stuff that lives around the roots, that still stays there and it grows back up from it. It doesn't need any extra water. It doesn't need any pesticides or anything like that. So it's a really nice material to use. And then it does have a bit of a bad rap in that sometimes the manufacturing methods used for bamboo aren't great because it needs quite a lot of processing to turn it into a material. But the factories that we work with and the mills and things that we work with have closed loop systems. So those chemicals that are used, and they're kind of similar chemicals that are used to make paper and things like that. So it's nothing unusual. But we make sure that that doesn't go into like the groundwater and that sort of thing. It all stays within the factory system in this kind of closed loop. So it's a lovely material. I really like it.
And your ethos and everything behind it is absolutely beautiful. It's not just a case of let's just get what we can to make an outfit and off we go. You've put so much thought into this that it is sustainable and it is eco-friendly. And
We do as much, yeah, we do as much as we can to make it sustainable. So obviously, you know, fashion, we've got to be honest, fashion is not known as a sustainable industry on the whole. And if you make anything new, I kind of would always encourage customers to make sure that you need something that it fulfills a need and isn't just, you know, bought for the sake of it. But hopefully you'll think that these are unique. We're the first ones to design anything where the bib clips into the outfit. So
you
so,
also
yeah,
have another thing though, don't you, where you're not just about the sustainability for the purposes of that particular outfit. You have a longer term plan with this as well that also helps out other people that need it. So do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got a recycling scheme called Gifted with Love. And when our customers are finished with their products, again, we'd always encourage, if you want to get rid of them, please don't send them to landfill. You know, donate them to charity shops, donate them to your friends. But if you have no other options and you'd like to get rid of them in a different way, send them back to us. We repackage them and donate them to baby banks in the UK. And then we'll give you a discount voucher as well on your next purchase, just to kind of encourage. We just desperately don't want these things going to landfill. And if they can help more, you know, more families and more babies, that's perfect, isn't it? Actually, I have one more thing to show you. On our care label, I don't know if you can see this. Try and get up to the camera. So we've got a number of name spaces so that you can put your kid's name on, but then pass it on. And I'm hoping soon I'm going to start getting some photos where there've been several children that have used the same dungarees.
That's really beautiful, because there's nothing worse than you get something it's just got the one and you have to scribble it out and stuff like
exactly. And I think it almost creates a bit of a kind of legacy to it, doesn't it? Like, look at all the kids that have had fun in these clothes. Like, I really love it. My nephew so we've got a nephew who's what is he, about 6 months younger than my son. So we're passing them all on to him, and he's got his little name tags in it as well. It's lovely.
Oh, to be fair, we always did that with our stuff. So my little girl was the eldest, so I had her. Then my brother had a little girl, so everything went to him for her. And then I had my little girl, and it's all come back.
Oh, it's come back to you. Oh, that's perfect, isn't it? And wouldn't it be so nice to just see like all these kids have worn these clothes, they've been loved by so many. I think that's quite a badge of honour now.
Yeah, well, then it went from me to one of my other friends who had a little girl as well, and then from her it went to the refugees and the banks and stuff like that as well.
Amazing, amazing. And that's the kind of thing we all need to try and do, isn't it? To try and help the planet and not send all of our clothes to landfill, and buy less as well, and help ourselves in, you know, not having to buy brand new clothes all the time.
But do you know what? There's absolutely nothing wrong in secondhand clothes at all.
Not at all, no.
Clothes. It's not like you're eating it. It's not like secondhand food, is it? You know.
Exactly. And the ones that we've been getting back so far have come back in such perfect condition as well, because the problem is babies grow so quickly, don't they? And I can build in as many kind of design features as I can think of to make these clothes last longer, but ultimately your baby is going to outgrow it pretty quickly, because that's what they do. So come back in.
The fact that I've got jumpers that are like about 10, 15 years old and I'm still wearing them now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I don't throw anything away.
And that's the problem too, right? Do you find? I have an absolutely stuffed wardrobe that really should get rid of some bits, but you never know when you might need it.
Find you.
So we're on, we've got a website. It's www.bibevie.com. We're also Bibevie. So I'm not known for my creativity, if I'm honest, but I'm making outfits with bibs. So that's the bib. And then my daughter is called Evie. So Bibevie, that's where it's all come from. We're on Instagram as well, and on Facebook at Bibevie.
That's fantastic. That's brilliant. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
And I love your products. And I hope some people come and get some brilliant gift ideas, gifts from you, and just make some people's day, because these are different and they're useful.
Oh, I hope so. And if we can also, if it helps, we can gift wrap them. We don't send any order packaging at all out. So, any you know, the kind of paperwork. We don't send anything out. So you can send it directly to your recipient, and it will kind of look like you've wrapped it yourself. I'll even handwrite you a note if you like.
Oh, that's lovely.
I won't tell if you don't.
I love that. That's brilliant. So
Amazing.
thank you so, so much for joining me. So that's Bibevie. Head over and get yourself some beautiful gifts for your friends or family members, or if you've got a little baby or you've got one on the way, take advantage of that there as well, because I just think they are really, really beautiful.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so
much.
much.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.